Mamenka has some.
Okay.
Which you see, meaning say my posty has game on the statistics, no. And if they will do as good, they will project it as and when a discussion. Make candidate analysis on has state ni and I'm about trying for natural. You see, Rich. Ye chiemu tanya. Se has ko park so no ko bobo na we nya results are. Obia ope obidi ahye ni bia e de be head coach. Enunti no Coach Ouattara, especially in the house hierarchy and I say omo structure no mo de adwuma no. Omo ni technical director no. What it means and say ono no oye the head and the ultimate responsibility man to go to when you are talking about technical issues and on the field performance of us folk. And until I reach, as some of about the Kenya, no, it sits on Ouattara Nesreso. Sure. Ouattara Beso has team no. Baby has finished last season. No. Which he ended up taking us downwards. See, I'm not making you.
Oh, but you have
time or buy, no. Baby, I'm not has it done. Yeah, season, you know. Now has needed last minute win against Bechem to survive. So, baby, over two has, you know. And the has confirmed for that. Now, what was the excuse? The excuse, and they say, over two team no, fifi. Players no ko obetu omukano sebi enyi ni players sa enti yenti asiema no na especially our supporters any go to the end of the season na sa onu ankasa enya transfer window enya preseason dia then we can start to say this is Ouattara's house na ya evaluation about him meboa now even with some legitimate adena Ouattara kachire no enyo obi ana bejatum because if you are a good coach nasa obato a state of a team rich perhaps pedigree bibian obeka so okay odi untimi for team in league crowd at least let us see some improvements with the state number 2 but he ended up taking the team further down into Linda Ibrahim Salifu Otange, Salim Adams, Omomo last season, you know, Kofi Agbesime, anyone who you know. Whatever my will say, they are not good enough. But people will say, even if they are not good enough, among your team, you must take them to a relegation struggle competition. How a Ghana league him. But that is why he took us to. People said, okay, no problem. You did be a transfer window amount. Now, Rich, this is what I'm saying, say, the issue goes beyond him. But we are there on no sense in the better. Look at a house of folk. Your real season, you know. I could say best start season, you know. This is my candid summary of the analysis. Sure, baby has real season, you know. Rich, now they needed a plan for this season, and they needed implementation of the plan early. And Sure. Yeah, time and year transfer window. No. How supporters concerns about how has as a and what practice nantiemi
go play bia home na play no ko.
How has were slow in fixing the team no. Ana better than money pato mo kan wasem no. Look, they were raising the issue based on where Haas was. Team ya starting relegation. Anka you bomb season ending, you know. We quickly want to move on from South process, you know. Which the details of Haas preseason, you know. I say, we are some Tony na una hardcore filler. So Haas a good player, we won't no only could do come on, and we are calling you on personal terms. You do the story. Now, as a full supporter, I can't say. You can't talk because at the end of the day, ember. But now, what you over to say has to do come about on TV. You knew, say, there were players that even has. Any of my secretariat, a book of Atara Fear, and Nakotro. You get the fella so has, and it's as soon as you. And we are, sir, I did a chamber. Now, Rich, after has more democracy capital, time and has ever homo capital. Players, baby, are almost starting about 65 to 70% of the players are more homo up against Heart of Lions. You know, where players are not has after the night or moving come. And truth to be told, they were majority of them were second to third options of players power. Now, Coach Watara airport for the season. Even with Omumpono, Rich, your boy homo up in the year. And son has in Musa Charlie. Baby, I can't clear me. Next season, I start it. And we in terms of contract, I go check your way. And doing has preseason, shall be here. There will be a house boy, be a million behavior. Rich, now a say the players within the team were still doing justify for first 11. Michelle Haas, Minya Omo highlights in 2 games on Kobo Togo. Rich, Michelle Haas against Dreams FC, which was our last preseason game on my boy. Pushing game with power. You could see still has players are playing individual football. As if say they still have some point to prove to get into the first 11 of Hearts. Nobody is saying it is not good to bring in competition. But Rich, preseason on. There are levels. By the time I'm going to be preseason there, you should be getting a more team play than individual players trying to prove a point. Say, me has na mabano, me about and that I should be part of the first 11. And see, everyone I'm sure, number 1, Mebo Abdullah Ghazali Abaso, Basake Holy Stars coach, Rich. You need maybe give 90 minutes. Now you need to watch the performance of Basake for and you see goals change games. And you go no munya a boa because a cameo for them to carry out how Amayas or maybe said they will frustrate us until they were defending deep, catching us on the counter. And look, they were so compact to the extent that they were playing the ball along. As a pass away, near the ball, Basake were very, very compact without the ball, and Haas were finding it difficult. So, me penetrate almost. And to reach Unim, me YouTube say it's still early days yet. That is a fact. But still, Haas are doing preseason. And
within the season.
And I said it long ago. Tell them Haas you more recruitment. And Bono Mubon Rich. Haas are still doing their preseason within the season, and it will take about 5 games. And Sana area has must say, almost finding a certain rhythm, a certain familiarity, and understanding between Omo. Now, Rich, I Sana have 5 games in the Besono. How many of them would they be able to gain results? And how many of them any bad results be said about? Now, agitate your supporters, now any unnecessary pressure after team. So, look. Rich, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And for me, I think Haas didn't handle more off season and more preseason year, and it has started having a toll on the team.
Right, Eda Sayala. Hobby Brian, good morning.
Good morning.
Maybe Abokode.
Yeah.
Aaron, how's the folk?
Rich, before Abibakar Watara, there was Martinez Koopman as a folk coach. So who team now has in here? If you really want to know, say, or club, no, I call any man, I say, and call him since Koopman. Go and take the results of Koopman. Take the results of Abubakar Watara. Almost the same results. Bibian's sign. Now, my member contest. 2 seasons ago, has first game against Adriana away. Eodoma, Olusuye. Last season, the first game, away to RTU, Tamale, Olusuye. Now, in those 2 games, Oyeweka say, okay, those are all perennial people in the Ghana Premier League. This time, on a big opportunity, no disrespect to Basake Holy Stars, to play against a newly promoted side. And Undanche, Osabo Fie, our Accra Sports Stadium. We lose. Ideally, say they be all beside me Chelsea in Komaka say, oh, Adetina, we are rushing all of these things. It is early days yet. The problem, however, in the House of Folk contest, and they say, it looks as if said the same problems has been prevalent. And one has problem. No, any problem gidi gidi biao. One, coach are always profiling the players.
How?
Last season, 2 seasons ago, nan. Ufa obi to say has DM. Not sometimes number 6 don't about Glade or Tangi. Omutimi be ball smallish DM. Right, they be am refinity. Opera Debbie Opera call South Africa ko Nuruddin. Excellent number 6. Inti Nuruddin you want man, you bought Glade. Glade anyone has a Nuruddin about me bo me anu. Edu maybe near David or Panfrani. It was clear. Say Coach Abu Akawata our big issue with who playing in number 6. Inti Oko Bibianu Go Stars. Akofa Amofa this transfer window. Now, who join us on Facebook? You will see us folks line up. Amobo 4-4-2. Amofa no Kokofano as a DM no. Amofa now played as a number as part of the centre back pair. Into about Amofa and your SCB as 4 and 5. And about Ransford Adraman as the fullbacks. And then feed for Kobo Amponsa and Salim Adams. Salim are more on the ball. Yes, House of Folk had a lot of the ball. Senano coach Amankwaekano. But without the ball, who was going to win the game for them? We need ball and back. No matter transit, no matter ball. Those were the issues. And on the match day squad, apart from Nanko Terebi born 6. I thought he was born 4 and 5. No. Apart from was not part of the match day squad. I don't know if upon you injured. But this is the House of Folk team. There has been issues of losing games of the first game of the season, which is not a good metric. Or end of the season so Asanswa Bre. Then in this season, it has up to almost 12 players. Now, it tells me one thing. Has don't seem to know the problem. And I say, until 1 month ago. Because season ended somewhere around the 16th of June, oh baby. 1 month later, has about the friend is saying, Democracy Cup. I'm sure Kotoko Satan will say, we have issues in our DM area. 2 weeks before House of Folk will go to your friend is saying Togo. That is where House of Folk went to announce almost 8 players. Of course, I spoke about the dragging of conversations, say player negotiations, any other, which is not good. And yet, and you see, it is from those that will profile the players on the Tama coach Abakarata. And on Abakarata, players and in Sakanason, on misprofile, on you see them in their right place of play. Because where he play, in my opinion, I'm more team. No? Okay. Again, where is David Opafrani? Sad team way, rich on paper. It should be able to beat Basake or Holy Stars. There is Mauli Wayo in the team. Ejeni Mwati in the team no anymore. As I'm watching, Hamza in the 4-4-2. Anyway, it's always so long. I bet me a long. So for me, I've said it several times. I say, Rich Unim, me were a lot of reservations about Abu Akawatara. And with time, he keeps on proving me right. The difference between Onuni Koopman and do 6.2. And do 6 points. And we're entering into the first full season, the second season under Abu Akawatara. Nothing really is changing. Unless it may be BB Ebesisa. But enyo no kwa. It stays from the boardroom. Time to players, man. Players no show man. Realistically, training amongst each other less than 1 month. Less than 1 month too. Majority of us folk players.
The point is, oh, has need no Morris in a year.
Less than 1 month.
Kasim Razak. Yeah. I don't crowd. They say I can confirm it. Say has in a year.
Exactly.
Yes, Kasim Razak.
Has in the Lord Amor. Has in the Patrick Kasidu. Has in the Emmanuel MP. That's all good now. Yeah, with that, 20 players.
It's almost more coaching.
Okay. And also insurance of 4.4 from now. Share Kotokon so ne carry la dear.
You see, have you made a fantastic point about Ouattara as a technical director
and now a coach?
Unim say, Yebekawa say now has a person or maybe 2 assistants. Amankwai and Christopher Eni. Yes, and the plan was that Senkomunya 2 assistants now, they will push Ouattara into technical director beam. Ouattara resisted because Obi catch and says, "Oh, Tia so normally 2 assistants never pay no. Come push it also on penny." So they ended up bringing only Amankwa. And they can say Amankwa is good enough. Say they push Ouattara to then any left for is Swatini. Look, that is the plan of the House of Folk board. So no matter the it is either they bring in a coach to be pay Ouattara also a book long. And I think the answer on paper is very, very convincing.
No, but me problem is say.
And technical
administrative in America.
Long plan.
So Sayala, Oma has a funny GDA say, oh, Papa na say technical honey there. So a technical director is okay. Baby, a coach in Nuna, I ain't India. I mean, let's come take that decision.
So that's what I'm saying. Said they have took that decision.
You are the whole town now. Okay, say what has on penny, and it's one for in your ma. And then team Nina accosting me.
Probably they have to learn it the hard way. Who's just saying then the results at this season must start. Have the be a first 5 games. Manusu Sumina so now acquire challenging first 5 games. Then they are also conversing back on the books and say, look, I didn't say man, you didn't see from they take a decision. And send a normal sequel. Coach Ouattara, look, I don't know how best I can say this. Maybe Oji to be technical director with that. To be technical director will be a TP Mezembe. But it's also only House of Folk say a club at what side level need to be technical director too. Meaning say make a what you say.
So I am technical director.
Only I you see.
What the best of for champions.
I only me problem with the House of Folk board and say. Na omukakofa Abubakar Ouattara problem na nomden ba be solve technical directorship problem and as a coach problem.
So coach obviously
because in my opinion why are you now Ebanisena now you think that he fits a technical director?
Maybe have your man who say papa
no.
Obo players out of position.
No exactly. Then how does he fit a technical director? On technical director Jumano. Or no coach could source information could know to an extent.
Okay.
It now only has
so Onyadia,
they didn't know how to fix problem.
On that point. Look, technical directors say now they can purely administrative work. You can we all can agree as a technical team say House of Folk is a 4-2-3-1 team. The technical director will note it. So who could play about demanding justification? How do you prove the profile of the player into the system? But so no is a touchline. No, or society. It can be difficult for him. But as a technical director, who comes into a place?
The problem. And you say, your friend is Abubakar Ouattara, a technical director, and I said, me DNA with the house board. I don't think that I'm going for Abubakar Ouattara by no. Whether as a technical director, as a coach, I'm no problem.
I'm due diligence.
Because at the time, has needed a coach, technical director, maybe later. Because that time, when I has senior results on the field of play, it is up a technical director, which is administrative. Then why then do you go for somebody who's supposed to be a coach?
No, but who said, not house or technical director. All of you Hidden.
Yeah.
Hidden was there. Now Hidden is no more.
On any coupon buying.
Yes. It's a Hidden can be what to say. It's the office not empty. So if they think so, they can fire by. No, we say, no, nobody no technical director, but nobody a coach. But from what you have seen from you, no, as a ujin attach line, the implementation of tactical decisions, we think say a better job than you. By enjoying the long-term plan and your youth team, a coordination of those things, because you've done it at higher places. You need to know more about this idea. We can take.